Imagine building one of the most detailed sci-fi universes in gaming history. 20 years of lore, hundreds of meaningful choices, and then handing it over to people who look at all that and go, yeah, but can we make it simpler? That's the situation right now with Mass Effect. Amazon are making a live-action series, and before a single frame has been filmed, the nonsense has already begun. Let's get straight into it. Early 2026, a report drops claiming the show is being rewritten to make it more appealing to non-gamers. Now just think about that for a second. You buy a franchise because people love it, and your first instinct is, let's change it for people who don't. That's not adaptation, that's identity removal. Now, to be fair, Daniel Casey, the lead writer, comes out and says he's never even heard that directive. So now we're in classic Hollywood territory. Someone's lying, someone's spinning, or nobody knows what's going on. All three are not great signs. And here's the core issue. Mass Effect isn't just a story. It's a decision-based experience. You don't just play and watch it, you shape it. So, when you start talking about simplifying it, what you're really saying is, we don't trust the audience. And that is where the nonsense starts creeping in. Now, let's talk about the creative team, because this is where things get weird. You've got Daniel Casey, best known for F9, The Fast Saga. Yes, the one where physics packed its bags and left the building. Now compare that to what Mass Effect actually is. Political tension, alien cultures, ethical dilemmas, genocide-level consequences. This is a universe where you can spend 20 minutes debating the morality of curing a species. So, hiring the Fast 9 writer feels a bit like hiring a stunt driver to perform brain surgery. Same tools, very different job. To balance that out, they bring in Jung, known for Mindhunter. Now, Mindhunter is excellent. Slow, methodical, character-driven, but it's about people sitting in rooms, talking to serial killers. Mass Effect is galaxy-spanning, alien-heavy, existential threat storytelling. So again, you're looking at this and thinking, where are the sci-fi writers? Where are the people who actually live in this genre? And that's the bigger concern. This doesn't feel like a team built to embrace Mass Effect. It feels like a team built to reshape it. Then we get the casting leaks, and honestly, they don't calm things down at all. Apparently, they're looking for a lead described as a young Colin Farrell type, not Shepard, a vibe. That alone tells you something important. They're not adapting a character, they're building a replacement. We've also got a parallel Earth storyline, an alien co-lead, a creature-style villain, and look, on paper, that's fine, but it also screams we're hedging our bets, because nothing says confidence like, let's tell the galaxy story, but also keep cutting back to Earth, just in case people get confused. Here's where things get properly complicated. This new show is not retelling Commander Shepard's story. It's set in the same universe, but telling something new. Now, that sounds like the smart move, because Mass Effect is built on player choice. Everyone's story is slightly different. But here's the problem. The original trilogy has multiple endings, wildly different ones. So, the question becomes, which version is canon? Did humanity survive cleanly? Did everything merge into some weird green synthesis? Did the Reapers get wiped out completely? You kind of need to pick one, or nothing makes sense. And this is where adaptations fall apart, because once you lock in a version, you invalidate someone's experience. And if you avoid it, you end up with vague, consequence-free storytelling. And we've seen that before. It's not great. Let's stack the red flags. in development since 2021, filming not starting until late 2026, no clear direction publicly, conflicting reports internally. That's a long time for a project to still feel this uncertain. Because here's the pattern: when something is in development this long, it usually means too many voices, not enough vision. So, where does that leave us? Could this still work? Yes, absolutely. We've seen it happen. The Last of Us proved it can be done. But right now, this feels less like a clear creative vision and more like a corporate balancing act. And that's always dangerous, because when you try to please everyone, you usually end up with something no one loves. Now I want to hear from you. Should they have just told Shepard's story? Do you trust this writing team? And if you could pick one sci-fi writer to run this, who gets the job? If you enjoy breaking this stuff down, the writing, the decisions, the logic behind it, hit subscribe. Plenty more of this coming. More TV and film breakdowns on Watching Nonsense Unfold.